Hey everybody, welcome back. This is episode 3 of my Crafting Paradise Let's Play series. We need some bone meal so we can craft crucibles. It takes a special clay mix that's one clay and a bone meal, and you make these crucibles with, and I don't have any bones. Actually, I have 2. On the way down I ran into a skeleton and I killed it outside. But I'd like to get a few more, so I figured coming down here, take down the torches, and hopefully can survive. I made this iron armor, which we have a lot of iron. I put in this fence post, fence gate, so no creeper can come in and surprise me, or if I get overwhelmed, I can run outside and recover. So let's see if we can summon a few skeletons, catch some bones. Whoa, immediately. That's good. Okay, and I don't want to spend too much time down here. Hold them here so I know how many we have. Hopefully, I'm gonna get about 15 or so. That should be enough. And I can also make a watering can for when the farm starts. This light from out here isn't as good. Oh well. At least I won't get overwhelmed. This sword is so nice. And once we made the crucibles, I have planned of setting up just 2 crucibles, feeding 2 magmatic dynamos, and have 1 igneous extruder making cobblestone and feeding that to 2 pulverizers, because I started calculating how much sand I need and also dust for the clay for this nice sandy stone from Railcraft that I want to build the workshop out of. And that's just too much to do by hand, especially when you gotta build the layout and the basement and so on. It's just a lot of work, so I want to automate this. I'm gonna make it very simple, because once the workshop is done and we set up the automatic sifting and so on, then this is gonna be redone. So I don't want to spend too much time. I just want to put it together, and we'll do that once I have enough bones. Okay, I'm gonna keep on fighting here, and I'll be back once I'm upstairs and ready to put down all these machines. So I got back a little while ago with 20 bones, and I made the crucibles and all the machines that we're gonna need for this little automated sand production and dust. You guys can see I moved the smeltery from over here to there, because on this side I'm gonna build first. I finished this basement here. Once the house is built, the workshop, you guys gonna see why I chose this layout. It's gonna be a cozy little place. And I smelted a couple of ores and stuff, and you see I'm down to 23 redstone now, because I made transfer nodes. Once we have ender pearls, they're very easy to make. For 1 ender pearl you make 4 transfer nodes, and right now I can only make 1 transfer node per redstone block, but it's okay. I want to get this done and I won't need any mats for a while. So I also loaded that nether biome, the one I showed you guys the last episode, the one that was really tall. Went in there real fast and just collected some netherrack, because I wanted 2 for these crucibles, because they smelt the fastest. Slowest is torch, then lava, and the fastest is netherrack with a flame. So I chose that. And the turtle underneath here made an extra platform, so if I ever want to take this out, nothing falls down. I don't like having something placed in the floor. I have over here, because now if I break this, there's a big chance it's gonna fall down. So before I break them, I don't really care about the crafting stations because it's only 4 wood planks, but other stuff I care about. So let's set this up. 2 crucibles. I did not have enough ferrous ore. I only had 3, which was enough to make 1 magmatic dynamo. But that is good enough for 2 pulverizers, because 1 magmatic dynamo makes 80 RF a tick, and each pulverizer uses up to 40. So it's actually plenty now. Set this to output. I also made a regular dolly so I can move barrels around easier. And this setup that I made is just temporary. Well, the one that I made it already, tore it down to make sure that everything, the layout is the way it's supposed to be. And it's only temporary. Once the workshop is done, we're gonna have more automation and all this is gonna be moved around. First, I chose transfer nodes over thermal expansion ducts because they don't get stuffed. If they're ever full, stuff is just sitting in here, but it's much... I'm used to playing more on servers than single player, and everything that reduces lag or doesn't cause as much lag and ticks, I'm always trying to improve that, and they're much friendlier than the T's. So now we're pumping the cobble in here, turning into lava, and then we'll also use fluid transfer nodes, and this one in here. Here, just 1 magmatic. Look how fast this melts. Wow. And the pulverizers need to sit on top. I was fiddling around with that. This is the best way I could figure out how to set it up, and you'll see in a second why. Right, and good. So in case you didn't know, when you pulverize cobble, you get gravel, and as a side product it's a low chance you can get sand. And what that means is that when this is where the byproduct goes here, if this gets filled up and you don't suck it out, the pulverizer stops. Doesn't do anything anymore. So for right now, what I'm doing is simply the overflow goes into the sand up here. Regular output from this one, that is red, goes up into the sand. And when you pulverize sand in this mod pack, you can have a byproduct of dust. So the dust by default now goes over here, and later on, if I have, you know, plenty of sand and I want to have more dust, then I simply feed them via hopper back in here or something like that, I don't know yet, to make only dust where there is no more byproduct. So now input this in the back. For now, because I want to make sand, I don't really care about gravel right now. I'm gonna send it directly into the next pulverizer. The excess byproducts go up into the sand, and this one, the sand goes also up, byproduct dust goes over here. Now when I hook this up, I actually didn't test this. Should all start working, but fine. You can put a cover in between here too, but what this means here is that the flow is only allowed to go this way. It's blocked this way or blocked going backward. If I'm not mistaken, yep, this one is working already. Gravel. An input. Alright, gravel goes into the next one, and 28, 29. And then after a while, it's, like I said, it's a very low chance. Let's see here what the chance is. A 10% chance to make dust. So every 10th sand, you should get 1 dust, which should be enough clay. And if not, then I just take out 1 stack and hammer it down by hand. But now it's nice. Got cobble gen going, automatic sand. And once this is, you know, I don't know, close to full or something like that, I know I won't need more sand for a while. Then I simply turn the output off over here and put it to go into the gravel. So we stock up nicely here too. So once we start sifting, we have a lot of gravel. So we get a lot of diamonds in it. Well, I almost forgot. I went back upstairs to empty my inventory and I never put the water and the lava in this one. So eventually we would have run out of cobblestone. But luckily I noticed it early, so I just wanted to show you guys. So I've been cooking up clay and 2 bricks. And I thought that instead of just waiting around for that, I'm gonna load up this hellish biome and come over here. And I dug around for a while. There's, when you look down in the front, you don't see barely any soul sand. But I am pretty much on the other side of the whole facial chunks and found a lot of soul sand over here. I'm gonna get a couple stacks. On my way here, I got 2 ardite and 1 cobalt, so far, little nether quartz. And yeah, just wanted to show you guys this place. And I noticed that I haven't played in a mod pack in a while, where when you mine something in the nether or netherish biome, I guess, the zombie men don't attack. So this is actually a very safe place, as long as there's, you hear ghasts flying around every once in a while. So as long as I don't stick my head out, this is a very safe place. And I'm gonna spend a while here, probably gonna try to get as much soul sand as I can, so I have a nice cushion, because I'm gonna need a lot of that infernal block. And on my way back, I'm gonna mine netherrack until my axe almost breaks, and then head back home. I was down mining earlier until my pickaxe was almost broken. I don't want to waste the repair, pretty much, and do as much mining as I can in between, waiting on stuff to smelt and so on. So yeah, there's nothing really exciting here in this. I forgot what the name was. It was not the lower or upper nether disc that we got. This one was the something Phantaz something, if I remember. Okay, and in case there's something exciting, I got the finger on the button. I'm ready to record in case I get in trouble or something. Here's a little contraption I put up because I was tired of making all this clay. It took forever. So all I did here is put a transfer node to this wooden barrel, and I just put the dust in here, stack at a time. And then all you do, take a bucket of water, right click to get the clay out, place the bucket. So this is much faster than having the scroll wheel back and forth between the dust and the bucket. And when I'm done with everything, I can use this transfer node on the smeltery. Not going to waste. We're gonna have many of them. But I just thought I'd show you guys this real quick, because this makes my life a lot easier. Hope you guys like it. So I spent about 20 minutes now running around this entire forest biome, and there's not a single spruce wood tree. I made a watering can because I thought that when I find one, chop it down and keep replanting it down here until I got a stack of spruce wood or something, because I don't have any tree room over here. I don't have any dirt, nothing, but I didn't find any spruce wood. So it is time that we're making a sieve. So I can take some dirt and run it through there until I get a spruce wood sapling, or they're actually seeds. And yeah, so I didn't want to start sieving for a while, but I guess need to start earlier than I thought. And if I get any food items or something, I think I'm just gonna go down here in this forest biome and make a little patch of farmland and use the watering can to make some food, because I'm now down to 5 steaks and no more apples or silkworms. I gotta make some food. All this cooking of clay and hardened clay and nether brick. I need so much nether brick. It takes the longest. It takes 4 netherrack per nether brick. So you first smelt it into just the bricks, and then you combine 4 of those into 1 nether brick block. What are they called? Actually, nether brick. Nether brick. Oh, I guess they both have the same name. You've got a birch, acorn is oak, rubber, sugarcane. Well, I'm gonna keep on sifting until I get a spruce wood and some potatoes or something. Just wanted to update. Yay, everybody. I'm very excited. I finished building our first house, the workshop area, and I was gonna time-lapse it, and I looked into it and I found a nice mod to do it. But my other PCs are a little older and all run on 32-bit, so the texture pack didn't work and FTB was crying about not being 64-bit. So sorry that I couldn't show you guys the building process, but I hope you guys like it. Drum roll, please. And here we go. There's our workshop. Tore down everything over here. So there's no notice board right now, but I'm gonna rebuild a nice little structure for that also. And don't like the corners yet. I don't want to really, just have everything so square, but we'll figure something out. If you guys have any good ideas on how to make the corners a little more exciting and natural looking, please go ahead and comment and let me know what you guys think of what I could do. And I like this smoke. This is actually the first time I built it's called a smoker. Quite easy to build. It's just a cauldron, netherrack, and 2 redstone. And that's all it does, just smoke and look cool. I put this little extra fence in just before I started recording because look, we have a friend. He spawned up here. And he already ran up there right away, and because I didn't have this closed off. And I wanted to make sure he doesn't fall down. I want to keep our little piggy. And let me give you guys a little tour. This right here is our new obsidian station, which we're going to use very shortly when we start making the end stone. This is the way I've been making all this jungle wood. Well, not here, but I built some little dirt platform earlier and just planted rubber trees for the jungle wood planks. Because I didn't want to make a lumber axe and take down big jungle trees and stuff. It wasn't really that much wood that I needed. Our gardening tools, seeds that I collected from sifting. It took me 3 stacks of dirt to get the first and only spruce sapling. And I crooked a few of them when I made all this spruce wood for the corners, so to make sure we have enough left over. We got pumpkins and melons here, carrots, potatoes, wheat, and sugarcane. And the sugarcane I planted on sand this time to see if that makes any difference in growth speed. I decided to move everything into the plains biome. You guys see the boundaries just in here. This is that magical boundary, so everything over here is always plains. And I'm gonna leave it this way. Just a little more garden here. Don't know what we're gonna put there yet. Okay. This is the smeltery corner now. It's 4 high, so I cooked up more grout. We have lots of sand and gravel, and clay is really easy now. Automated it somewhat. I made way too much glass. I was gonna put glass blocks, but then I decided with panes. This is all the Tinker's Construct glass. So this is our Tinker corner. I made 2 extra furnaces to help with especially the netherrack, because I need a lot of nether brick for these infernal blocks. Upgraded 10 chests to iron, so this is our sorting system, or our storage system for now. And still have 2 chests empty, so we should have plenty of room until we get to applied energistics. And over here on this wall, this is what we're gonna build now. We're gonna put a pulverizer, furnace, induction smelter, magma crucible, and a fluid transposer, so we can start making endurium to make our first autonomous activator. Oh yeah, guys, while I wanted to build these machines, I noticed that we don't have enough materials, especially redstone. I'm down to 9 redstone and we need more, obviously. And so I came down in the forest biome again and continued digging, and you see that my pickaxe is almost down again. So I thought I'm gonna put this guy to work, our turtle. By the way, still don't have a name. Guys, if you have a good name for the turtle, please comment on the video. And if somebody comes up with a funny name, I'm gonna rename him. So, I'm not gonna leave this turtle unattended. Brought the trash can from the workshop down here and one of the iron chests that was empty. And I'm gonna keep digging down with the turtle, so I'm always on the same layer. So in case there's any ores uncovered in the side, in the walls, I'm gonna take those out by hand. And I also want to make sure that in case the turtle gets to lava or something, that I can pour water on top so he breaks it down into obsidian right away. And also, most importantly, I want to make sure that in case the turtle uncovers another dungeon or a spawner or a mine shaft or something, that I can stop it. And then clear that out by hand, because I don't want the turtle to destroy a chest or a spawner or anything like that. Made this 2 wide walkway around it, so I can always look down from all the sides and it's a little safer. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy work and attend it until we have enough materials, and then I'll prepare the machines. The turtle is done. I was AFK for quite a while. Luckily, there was nothing that I saw that it might have broken, like a dungeon spawner or something. And the chest actually overran once with cobble, but because it's single player, nothing despawned. And halfway down, I needed to refill the turtle. This is where we started, over here in the corner. And then the turtle stopped, and you see I did a lot of digging around on the sides whenever I was back on the computer. Hooray, guys! We're finally gonna finish building those machines that I've been talking about for 1.5 episodes, I think, now. And while the turtle was doing its thing, I built this little platform over here. And this is our new notice board area. That's where I prepare stuff, and I'm planning on adding something else to it. And it's also gonna be somewhat the central walkway. So this is gonna go towards the biomes, and then we have one way here and one way there, like to the factory, and then the magic area, something like that. Okay, first two things I want to build is the aqueous accumulator and the sprinkler to speed up our farm. So you see the recipes here. I'm not going to talk about them. I just prepared everything so I can pull them out and we can get right to it. So very easy to make. And let's place those two so they get going. Now the sprinkler, as far as I know, works without bone meal. It does speed up growth around it, but if you place bone meal in it, I believe it speeds it up even more. Now let's see. Right, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna set this up so the sugarcane can grow right next to it. Or maybe plant something. So you put bone meal in here, it slowly uses them and it speeds up growth of everything around it. And I believe it goes 4 wide in each direction. Let's see real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I believe it goes from here to all the way here. Okay. So now we make the next machines, and I don't have a single redstone left, all the way down to the last one. Where's all this stuff? Whoa. I had everything for the pulverizer and the redstone furnace in here. Oh my god. How did this happen? Quick insert here. I looked up the chunk boundaries, and these two crafting stations are outside of this chunk. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with these chunks over here staying loaded, but these not. But still, I don't understand why all the items I put in here would have gotten lost. Maybe you guys have an idea and can let me know in a reply, or otherwise I'm not going to use these two crafting stations here anymore, or just really live, not having something sit in it for a while. Okay, back to the regular video. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure this out, but induction smelter, magma crucible, fluid transposer, and another magmatic dynamo, which we're not gonna set up in this episode. It's gonna be beginning of the next one, because I don't have any more redstone and I want to really build energy cell before I redo the power downstairs. So we're gonna do this in the start of the next episode, and between episodes I'm gonna sift a lot. I'm not gonna go mining anymore. I'm gonna go sift a lot to get materials and get everything ready. I have no idea where I lost all this. Wow. The furnace is gonna go here and the pulverizer there, and this is gonna be the output. I put a copper chest here, and I already upgraded and made some extra leadstone energy conduits and upgraded them all to hardened. And down there is gonna be the energy cell when I have the materials to build it. Can't believe they're done. And then on the pulverizer and the furnace, I'm gonna have automatic input with a hopper or transfer node, so I can put multiple stacks in them at a time. And this is the only thing that is somewhat automated. These right here, you never make a lot of stuff with it, so I don't see any reason to have chests next to it and so on. So next episode, we're gonna finish the power down here, and then work on turning in a bunch of quests that we completed by building all these things. And then we're finally gonna make endstone so we can plant the ender lily seeds again. They're just waiting here. And I got 7 ender pearls from that little farm over there next to the first notice board before I took it down. That's how long everything took, so the ender pearls even had time to grow. And between episodes, I'm gonna sift, and I'm also gonna go get more bone meal. I'm gonna go down to the spawner and pick up a bunch of bones so I can supply this so we get more sugarcane. Do have 11 sugarcane now, so we can continue with those biome quests, and God forbid maybe make a few bookcases eventually, so I can spend these 42 levels on a nice bow or something. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sorry it was so chopped up in all these different pieces, but it took 1.5 days now to get all the materials and all these things to finish this little place. But now we got a nice base, and we can go on from here with the quests and moving up in the tech tree and then starting some magic and so on. Until then, cheers everybody. Have a good night.